Hello and welcome back to Cloudpunk. We pick up the episode where we left off the last time. We're going to head back to the HOVA and then go and pick up the payload at the Cloudpunk HQ, which is further away than I thought it was. For some reason I thought that the Cloudpunk HQ was really, really close to our apartment. I suppose it could be further, yeah. And we must learn to stop parking the HOVA around the back of our apartment because it just creates more walking for us. It feels like it should be closer, but it's not. Unless the apartment has a back entrance that I'm not aware of. Stranger things have happened. Oh, nearly overshot the car park a bit there. The boost was a little bit boosty. Oh, did I park at the wrong spot? I think I did. Oopsie. Didn't overshoot the car park at all. I just saw a car park and panicked. Now, I am seeing an icon for someone to talk to around here. So let's go and find out what they're at. It is Farmer. Or is this one of the moisture farmers from the Ventz?
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Ventz. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up, we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Nivalis.
You climbed all the way from the Vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the Vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Yeah, I want to help that fellow. Though, I haven't had a quest appear in the top right corner, so... that's going to be one that we'll stumble upon.
Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes. Near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Perfect. Find the missing moisture farmers. Lovely. So I'm going to go by the standard kind of protocol in these sorts of games that if someone tells you to hurry but there isn't actually a timer showing for the quest, then it's not actually a timed quest. And let's pick up that Cloudpunk package.
Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
Okay, so Anderson Tower looks like it's off there. Okay, I think I'm going to go to Gallows Row first.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laughed at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned, I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Okay, we have approached the reconstruction zone. The moisture farmers are near here. Let's pick up a few items that are scattered around. All of the usual sorts of stuff. There's a corpse set clerk who I can't talk to yet. That, I presume, will become relevant for a side quest in this area. Yeah, I've decided to come and look for the moisture farmers first. I feel like that's probably the more urgent task. Also, there is something else I want to do down here in the lower levels, which we will get to as soon as we've dealt with this.
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
So I'm guessing it's actually this door here that I want to investigate.
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the Ventz?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
Cora, bless you, Cloudpunk.
Interesting line. You both look like you need a drink. And then 3 of them amble off. Meh. So did they climb up? How did they climb up? Oh, it was through there? No, that's just a shadow. It was implied that they dug their way up through some sort of thing. Also, that reflection doesn't work. That's not how light rays work. I don't want to seem picky or anything. It's fine. But yeah, I think that now I've spotted that, I might start seeing it more and more. That the thing you're seeing reflected is not always necessarily the same as the thing you're seeing. I'll do my best not to let it bother me. Right, let's go back to the HOVA. And then I don't actually want to head towards Anderson Financial, because as I say, there's something else I want to do at these deep levels first. So where's the nearest exit to the north? There's one up there towards sides, that's perfect. Let's head over there. Let's use a little bit of boost, get our speed on. Oh, bit of a tonk there. Let's try not to do that too much in future. Right, so... okay, I think I need to head east towards Old Town. Yep, okay, can do. It's busy here. Was I causing a tailback, perhaps? Perhaps when I come out of one of those tunnels, I shouldn't just park up and check my map. That's a bit like those people who stop at the top of escalators. Are we level with the turning? No, not yet. Lots of things to pick up in that area, though. If it weren't for the fact that I try very, very hard to avoid investigating areas until the main story quest takes me there, I would have been very tempted to investigate that particular area. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm checking the map. Zoom out. Yeah, I think I want to be at the waterworks. I'm looking for Danya. She's the person who we take our video games to. And we definitely have picked up at least one, if not two. Oh, bit of gentle tapping. And I think this is the waterworks on my right just here. It is. Okay, let's get to that nearby parking spot. Oh, stay up. Okay, we're good. We're good. And got my space. Oh, overshot it slightly. And we're parked. Okay, so Danya is over on the other side, so we need to head down to the right. Found a little... No, okay, I couldn't get through there. Okay, what an awkwardly shaped walkway. With no little way to get across there. Annoying. And there's a merchant here, so let's do the usual thing.
Here's what I can offer you today.
Okay, so it looks like this person has... Yeah, they're just regular prices.
I look forward to seeing you again.
So there's no benefit to buying or selling from this person. Or at least, I mean, there might be a benefit, but, you know, I could do better. Here's Danya. Hi.
I found another game, I think. It's different, though.
Let's talk. Give it here.
This one is a circuit board, so no magnets, right?
Fumbo's Quest. It's a game cartridge. That means it loads much faster than the tape.
So you would need to wait for the game to start? How long? Seconds?
For the cartridge here, yeah. For the tape, maybe 5 minutes.
Minutes?
People had longer attention spans back then.
You would need a different computer to play this one?
Yes, a game console, and a rare one at that. C64.
What was this game about?
It was a side-scrolling platformer.
What?
You would move either left or right, jumping your sprite up and down as you collected... stuff. The games were very abstract back then. You had to use your imagination a lot.
What was the central metaphor of Fumbo's Quest, then?
You had to collect assembly-level instructions to program a computer, freeing a consciousness called Pili. By uploading a consciousness to a machine, you save the world.
That's a bit far-fetched.
You have to remember, these games were all symbolic. The hero's journey and all that.
So is this worth more than the game about punching?
A little more, yeah. Good find. You want to play this one?
I'm good. I'll just take the limbs for now.
I feel like a lot of the conversations with Danya are sort of they're foreshadowing events that might happen in this game, you know? Talk about uploading a consciousness to a computer. And, you know, that gets me thinking about Korra, you know? It could be applicable. I'm on the lookout for that sort of thing now. You know I am. Right, let's head back to the HOVA. And then our work here is done. Let's go back towards Anderson Financial. And once again, I found myself stuck. Here we go. All right, let's have a look at the map, make a plan. Okay, there's a portal just over here. Just over here. Yes, perfect. I need to be careful when going around sharp corners. I seem to have a tendency to tap the hover on the ground, which can't be good for it. And now I'm trying to figure out if I'm emitting a little bit of a smoke trail. I really do wish there was a way of knowing what your hover status was like in this game. Some sort of damage bar. Let's assume that things are okay until such point as the thing starts to really spew the black stuff. Okay, we have arrived in the correct zone where we're expecting Anderson Financial, and it looks like it's kind of over behind. If we look at the map, it's kind of, yeah, back here. So to access that, I might need to go around and down. That does seem plausible. Okay, let's just head this way a little bit. It's going to use up a bit of fuel going so far off the beaten track, but... Oh, perfect. Okay, and then I think I need to steer to the right and just blast over this way. And this beautiful edifice is coming into view. This is almost certainly our destination. Malport. Okay, yep. Let's park up. And let's have a little look at the state of our HOVA. See, it doesn't look like it's very badly damaged. I think that's more or less what it normally looks like. So hard to tell. Okay, usual protocol. We're in a new area. There's going to be lots of things to pick up. How many things exactly? A small number of things. And there's a white X being marked on the map, which is an icon I have not seen before. What's that going to mean? Just here. Or maybe there's just something X-shaped up on the roof. Don't know. Okay, I can't go through this barrier. Okay, so maybe there's another way round. A buzzer. Aha.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that they do have an equal number of male and female employees, so that's pretty good. That's Mr. Anderson to talk to, but there was one other item to pick up back here. And one thing we have learned is do not leave the pickups until last, or you may never have the chance. So let's just amble around here and grab it. Lots of random people around, none of them to talk to. Ah, it was a ruined book. Yeah, well worth it. The ruined books are worth a pretty penny, aren't they? $150 is their recommended retail price. But I reckon if I find the right person, I could probably sell it for a bit more. Oh, here's a Mr. Anderson. That's a different Mr. Anderson. Let's talk to this Mr. Anderson.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
Oh, wow.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
So we didn't deliver it to the Mr. Anderson that we were being pointed towards, but we delivered it to a Mr. Anderson. And now we're being told to deliver to a Mr. Anderson in the atrium. And maybe that is the original Mr. Anderson that was marked? I don't know. Let's go see. I think it's this one here. Hello.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Yeah, okay, everyone's got complaints here, and, can you blame them? Right, I guess we need to head to Ms. Anderson in accounts. I wonder if this thing's called Anderson as well. Anderson bot, maybe. Are you an Anderson? It's interesting how all these people who are supposedly working are actually just hanging out here in this rain-sodden area. Hello, Ms. Anderson.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Oh, hello. There's another one of our moral dilemmas. So we have the choice whether to reset them all, allowing them to forget all of their grievances, but they would continue being stuck in this weird Kafka-esque nightmare. Well, it's not Kafkaesque for them, they don't really seem to care. Or we can just leave them alone and see if they rise up by themselves. Certainly they do seem to have a lot of complaints, that might help, but yeah, I'm going to leave them to it. I'm going to give them a chance to figure this out. It may work, it may not.
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Nivalis air.
Back to me, HOVA I am. Okay, what happens here?
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubrick.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
We have a nav point for the Roadhouse Club. It's apparently only 200 away. Yeah, it's very close. Okay, let's carefully make our way up and get to a parking spot. Here it is. And once again, let's try and get the spot on the end. Alright, this looks like an area that we've mostly explored quite thoroughly. Now, there is a person to talk to over on the far left. Let's go and find out what they're about. Douglas the Postman. I remember Douglas.
Maybe you can try this dating agency, Douglas.
Please, I am not so desperate. I am currently rated highly desirable in my range.
Are there many other available androids in your range?
May I have the flyer, please? Perhaps I will try the dating agency.
Good luck, Douglas.
Thank you, Rania. I can afford you a reward. You can have my optimal dating ritual instigation line, or some credits.
The line is tempting. I think I'll take the limbs.
100 limbs, thank you very much. What I do just want to check, it's in my inventory. Do I have any more rare video game stuffies? I don't think I do I? No, that's fine. I was just wondering if I missed the opportunity back when I was talking to Danya to give her a second game, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. I think this is about where we need to end this episode. So let's stop there, and I hope you will join me next time when we are going to be off meeting Rubrick at the Roadhouse Club, and hopefully that'll all go swimmingly. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.